Hey, Shalawam, Shalawam. We're going to begin the live momentarily. All right, let brothers and sisters get in here. Get to it. So we got a lot of points to make. I'm going to title on this live a couple points to make. Right? And it'll be around various topics as we supposed to bring out, man. Various topics, right? Bringing out the true knowledge. Okay. So share the live. Let people know about it. And we about to speak the truth. So, hey, before we do anything, turning to the east, facing towards Jerusalem, all praises be to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Wakaha, Kadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone that rule well and teach well in sincerity, taught us this truth. And Shalawam to the Lord's hopeful elect, 144,000 men, as well as the 1/3 men, women, and children, maintaining themselves, all right, and the laws and commandments and statutes of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. It's your brother Yaramya Kazak, back with hopefully another edifying lesson through the spirit and power of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Kadash. So let's get into it. All right, y'all can share the live, do all of that, and we're gonna go into, okay, the first little bit of information I got. Now, is a cashless society part of the end times? Okay, now just look around, you know, with your cell phone. I got on my cell phone, right, this the wallet, you got the little wallet app right here. And I could click that wallet app, and then my card that's linked to it, I won't even need my credit card. I could just use that wallet app and pay it for everything with my phone. So that's cashless. What's cashless, right? Is where you're not using cash. You're not using any physical type of currency. Okay? That's what this world is lingering, is basically running towards. All right? Man, somebody just rung my doorbell. 1 second. Salaki. All right. Okay. I'm back. Amazon, man. Amazon. Okay. And Amazon, just jumping off of that, Amazon is at the forefront of cashless society. Okay? Which you have Amazon One stores. Let's pull up a picture of those. Right? You got the Amazon. I don't think that's it. It's like basically the Amazon store where, as you see, what are they doing? They're just coming through and they're using their phones. All right? And then at that point, you don't have to pay for anything. Nobody has to work in this store at all. Okay? Yeah, you saw that? So that's what society is moving towards. Okay? This right here. This reader. And this is at an Amazon One store, right? Now, bring it to the scriptures, Revelations 13th chapter, as this should be embedded, which basically a synonym is cemented this should be cemented in everybody's minds, especially if you in this truth, right? And you looking at these times, which we know to be the end times. Revelations 13th chapter, verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark, charagma, in their right hand or in their forehead. Now that means a charagma, a M-A-R-K, is basically going to be inserted in your right hand or your forehead. Now what is that? Jumping from this, it's the RFID technology, right? We're going to get you can show everything visually. I don't know why the images ain't coming up. Booyah. Right here. Okay? RFID technology, that's going to go into your right hand. Easily. Right? Right there. Okay? And with that, what are you going to be able to do? You're going to be able to swipe. Okay? You're going to be able to swipe. Okay? And some people already have this technology in their right hand. It's going to be that small as a grain of rice. Okay? Verse 17. And that no man might buy or sell. To buy or sell, what's that dealing with? Currency. It's dealing with commerce. To buy or sell, save he that have the M-A-R-K, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. All right, so you're going to have this, or you're going to have it in your forehead, right? And what's that? Let's go get it. I don't know, maybe it's my laptop tripping or the internet or something, but booyah. You got this guy. Okay? He's trying to put this in your forehead. And this will be a way for you to buy or sell. This Neuralink. Okay? Neuralink. What is it going to do? It's going to cure depression. You're going to be able to upload your consciousness. And only $5,000 US. They're going to make it easy for you to possess, you know, and nobody has that like just commonly. So you're going to be able to make payments on it. Okay. Now, how is it going to cure depression? Because they're going to be able to put in your mind dopamine, serotonin, all these type of things that stops depression. Okay. What's happening with a lot of your social medias, your Instagrams, your Facebooks, the likes, the comments, that's fueling your dopamine. Okay? Let's understand exactly what dopamine is. Because once you understand that, these people, these Edomites, they know how to fuel that. Let's get a definition of dopamine. All right, dopamine definition right here.
Dopamine.
A compound present in the body as a neurotransmitter and a precursor of other substances, including apinephrine. All right, and what's the function of it? Why is dopamine important? Dopamine is a complex hormone and neurotransmitter that affects emotions, right? Emotions. More importantly, behavior and movement. It plays as a major role in how we feel pleasure. So all you so-called Instagram models, right? You women that get a kick off, it gets your rocks off of Instagram, of having dudes jump in your DMs constantly, telling you, hey, baby, you so pure, pretty, etc. Let me take you out on a date. Boom, boom, boom. When they see you without the makeup, they see you without these filters, they see you without this type of stuff, they're not going to be talking to you like that. But the internet will hype up your dopamine. All right? Got men left and right and left. When they really understand who you are for real, they ain't going to want to deal with you. You understand that? So it's how we feel pleasure, seek rewards, and stay motivated. So a lot of our people, you motivated by your Instagram. You motivated by your TikTok. You motivated by how the internet treats you. Okay? And you don't want to hear that. Understanding that. Dopamine levels that are too high or too low cause mental and physical conditions like Parkinson's disease and schizophrenia. Okay? Exactly, brother. It seems that the device will numb the senses like a narc would. It's basically, exactly, that's what it is. That's what it is. So, going back to it, they'll cure depression. Because why? Because they're going to mess with your dopamine levels with the Neuralink. Okay? The same with the MARK that they're going to put in your right hand. These C-hips, these C-hips, these charagmas are going to basically control your life. All right? In every sense of the way, in every type of way. So let's get it in the scriptures. 1 second. Where my phone at? My other phone. Okay. Or if a brother know it, they shall seek death and they should not find it. Okay. It's in Revelations. They shall seek death, but they will not be able to find it. Right? I'll get it real quick. Seek death. Revelations 9:6. And in those days shall men seek death and shall not find it, and shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them. Now, why? How is death going to flee from you? Well, you know, what can you do to bring death upon you? Just commit suicide. All right? Right? But if they can cure depression, then they can automatically stop you from even wanting to do that act. Right? You're going to realize once you got this C-hip in you that it's totally terrible and everything that's going on. And everything that's going on, you're gonna realize that this is, man, I made a pledge. I done basically made a pledge with Satan. All right, that's what you're gonna figure out once you take this C-hip or this Neuralink. Okay, exactly. Let's get that. When that sword hits you, you know, so you're gonna seek death. But if they can cure depression, they can put dopamine in you to stop you from even feeling that type of way, and then you'll get back. You'll just go about your daily life. So you're basically going to be a zombie. Okay? Revelations 14th chapter, verse 10. Well, matter of fact, let's start at 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahawah, which is poured out without mixture. Okay? You're going to get it without mixture. No mercy is going to be on that. Without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So that's what? That's nukes. That's the missiles raining down on you. Fire and brimstone. Okay? Now, let's also get what else is going to happen to you. Revelation 16:11. And blaspheme the power of heaven because of their pains and their sores, and repented not of their deeds. All right? For you people that take the mark, you're going to have cancerous sores upon your body. Okay? Let's go back to Revelations 14, verse 11. And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest, day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of Yahawah and the faith of Yahawashi. And I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, write, blessed are the dead which die in the Lord from henceforth, Yea, said the Spirit, that they may rest from their labors and their work do follow them. So, brothers that are martyred, your work will follow you. So when you come back, you're not going to go into the lake of fire. If you labored in the Lord, if you labored for Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, you live for the Lord at this point in time, and it's your lot to be took out, then you'll come back, right? And your work will follow you. So that's very important, man. That's why we labor. All right. To this person, that's you're calling on Yahweh. That's not the correct name, brother. All right. So I'm gonna just tell you that that's not the correct name. Okay. Wait a minute. Malaf, Yahweh is Molech or Yahweh. Yahweh is actually goes back to Baal. All right. No, that's incorrect. All right, but I'm gonna get you up out of here, man, because obviously, Shalawam, okay? We ain't here for that. Yeah, the hope and the patience of the saints. So let's keep on moving. So that's leading me back to this article. Is a cashless society part of the end times? Now let's read a little bit. Are we moving towards a cashless society? If we are, does a cashless society mean we are moving into the end times? Well, it was definitely prophesied to be in the end times. So yes, indeed, we are in those times. If you can't see that, then man, you got to take the sunglasses off. Okay, it's clear as day. With all the headlines about cryptocurrency, many Christians are questioning whether or not it's a sign that we are moving deeper into the book of Revelation, when Hamashiach will make his return. It is often assured that in order for the anti-Hamashiach or the beast to control all sales, right? Now, for you people that don't understand who the anti-Hamashiach is, it's many anti-Hamashiachs. It's many antichrists, right? And majority of them is the Christians. That most Christians don't believe in Yahawashi. They don't believe in what he spoke. They don't believe in his doctrine. Okay, because of the way that they live and the way that they carry themselves. They go against the scriptures. Okay, and the beast is what? What's the beast? It's all these NATO countries, these European unions, okay? All of these countries, these 10 countries, right, that come together. So that's the U.S., that's France, that's Europe, right? That's Germany. That's all of these countries that come together, that combine, right? That basically want to place everybody under this this new world order, man, which they put on the dollar bill. Okay? Yeah, and the banking families are in that as well. So these two entities, these two things that are talked about are here now, and they are seeking to control all sales. A cashless society is a sign that the tribulation is near. What's the tribulation? The great tribulation is Jacob's trouble. It is assumed that so long as we are still using cash, we are not living in the end of days. Okay? Now, what's going on right now? Sort of a changing of the guard. They're trying to do away with cash and move directly into a cashless society, but they have to do it through gradualism. They can't just jump from today, Wednesday, into Thursday and say digital currency only. No, they're building it up. That's why you see, Salaki, that's why you see, I go to Walmart sometimes and you see where they only got 2 registers where you can use cash. And the rest of the registers, you have to use card, right? And they've been doing that over time. They're supping you up. They're building you up. This is basically a story of Hansel and Gretel, man. How I did that lesson before. Hansel and Gretel. They're building you up to eat you, okay? If you can really understand these scriptures, they're building you up to eat you, all right? But if we move towards a cashless society where all transactions become electric, then every transaction can be controlled and monitored by the beast, right? By the beast system. Now, hey, Tawadi Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, something jumped in my mind. In Gaza, they want to make concentration camps where they can monitor you. They can monitor every basically transaction. Let me see if I can find something on that. I don't think this is it. Nah. I know it was on redacted. Basically, they're basically making, I'll just explain it a little bit. They're trying to make a concentration camp where they set it up, they build these walls and all of that, right? How the FEMA camps are, and to enter or to leave and to buy anything in the camp, you have to have a digital ID. So you basically have to have something implemented in your right hand, and you have to buy off of that. Everything has to be digital. The transactions will be digital, all right? And yeah, exactly, 10 FEMA zones in Babylon. Yeah, 15-minute cities. And this stuff is being pushed by the beast system, all right? All over the planet, it would be pushed by the beast system, okay? So it's very important to see this stuff taking place, right? Because your regular average American, your general American is like, they can't control us like that. When overnight, they can implement martial law saying that you have to be inside by 11. I remember doing 2020, doing that CV 19, you know what I'm saying, all of that. What did they do? They told us that we had to be in the house by 11. That's what they did, man. Okay? And it's going to be far worse than that when it comes around this time. Okay? And they have put laws in place where they can do far worse than they did last time. Okay? So understand that. So yeah, matter of fact, while we on that brother brought that to mind, let's get that 10 FEMA zones. Because that's going to bring us to a scripture. Okay? Bring it to the image of the 10. Boom. America is divided into 10 FEMA zones. Now, we go to the scriptures. A 10 part of the city. Or was it? Is a tenth of the city? Revelations 11 and 13. And the same hour was there a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell. And in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000. And the remnant were affrighted, and gave glory to the power of heaven. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. All right. Now understanding that America is separated into 10 zones for a reason. Because why? It's easier to control you. It's easier to manipulate you. When these type of events happen, it's going to be easier to round everybody up that needs to be rounded up and put them into the FEMA camps where they already got guards stationed there. Okay? Understanding that. All right. What is this dude talking about? 1 second. Yeah, Israel will be bombed. Okay, the geographical land of Israel will be bombed. Now, real Israel is where the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are dwelling at, because we were a person, a people before we were a place. Okay, so we are Israel. We are Zion. All right, understanding that. So geographically, yeah, we are going to settle back in our land. But understanding this, that it will be nuked beforehand. And they say, nuclear warfare, it lasts. It's gonna be hundreds of years before you can settle. Man, we're going to have control over the elements. All right. Yahawah, we're going to be able to clean up that land And we're going to have the heathen rebuild it. We're going to have the heathen, build up things for us under servitude, under slavery, basically. All right. So the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans will eventually settle back in the land of Israel geographically, which is in Asia Minor. Okay. To cut anybody that's talking about Israel is in America, you are off. You are foolish. You do not study. Okay. Because I saw that multiple times on this app. I've seen multiple times where people are talking about that Israel is in America. And that's a foolish teaching, man. All right. Hey, this brother, that vision that you got, that was a correct vision, man. Hopefully you calling on the correct names. He said, Shalawam, I was shown what you speak in a vision. They will use robotic dogs, drones, etc. Hey, let's get that, brother. Okay, we're going to keep that. Matter of fact, let's go get it. They got all these robotic dogs, man. Literally waiting on people. All right, robotic dogs for the cops. Okay, these things. And they have hundreds of thousands of these things. All right, you see these cops behind them? These things right here can clear out a whole building. Okay? They can clear out a whole building, 10 people or more. All right? They can chase you down. They can hawk you down. So believe that. They are using these things in New York. All right? Look, NYPD officers, they are using these things in New York. So this is how, you got ignorant Israelites that talking about you're gonna get weapons, you're gonna arm up and you're gonna fight the government. You don't understand what time we are in, man. Okay? Esau Edom has drones, as that brother said as well. Drones. And the cops are being trained on them. Okay? So play around if you want to. These drones can fight. Man, watch that movie. It's a drone movie on Netflix. Man, it was really good. It got old boy in it. I watched it. Let me see. Let me go find it. Outside the Wire. Yeah, that's it. All right. I don't know, my internet tripping, but let's type it up. All right, this movie right here on Netflix, it's pretty good. Outside the Wire. Now it shows you how they use drones in combat over there in Asia Minor, the so-called Middle East. Okay? Now, that right there, that same technology that they've been using over there in the so-called Middle East, they are going to use in Babylon, America, against the civilians. Okay? During the Civil War. The U.S. government will be using the U.S. military on its own citizens. All right, Kanye, it is a pretty good movie. Okay, so they will be using it on its citizens. So all the technology, right, that they have for warfare will be used because this place will be turned into a war zone. Now that's leading us to where? Let's go to 2nd Esdras, the 15th chapter, man. Because we always going to bring it back to the scriptures. Because what is a prophet? You are relaying the message that Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi has given, and you are giving it to the people, and you are letting the people understand that everything that we are talking about is in the scriptures. Everything that we are seeing is in the scriptures. Okay? Exactly. Elon Muskie, Khan, made them Android robots to get us, right? iRobot, that's what's going on. That's why you got people making memes about, I saw one, you don't make your car payment on your Tesla, and this is what's going to happen. And they showed the scene of the robots fighting Will Smith. All right, when this thing is actually real, okay, not over no payment, but those robots are going to be used against the American people, man. Okay, So let's go to 2 Esdras, the 15th chapter, verse 15. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. This is civil war. This is what's going to happen in this nation. For there shall be sedition. What's sedition mean? Let's get the word sedition real quick. Sedition is the act of inciting rebellion or discontent against the established order, often through speech or organization. It can also involve subverting a constitution or inciting violence against the government, right? So sedition. So this nation, the civilians are going to go against their mayors, their governors, their princes and their kings, their president, which is your modern day king, the king of Babylon. Okay? So there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Why? Because you got and boom, that's it right there too. Okay? You're going to desire to go somewhere, but no, you're going to be stuck in your part of the city, and more so, you're going to be stuck in that 15-minute city. You're not going to be able to go outside, all right? And you're going to have people that's over your zone that's guarding all of it, right? And getting back to it, they're going to be using drones like they did in this movie, and they're going to be using robot dogs like we talked about beforehand. All right, drones, cops. You're going to see cops with drones, military personnel with drones. And you're also going to see cops and military personnel with dogs, robotic dogs. So understanding that they got these things are coming out every single day in a factory. They're not going to need men to fight you. They're going to use technology to fight you. This is how the beast system is going to be basically controlled through technology, man. All right. Hey, Dallas police testing stones with tasers. Exactly. So all over this planet, you have these people gearing up for war. They're gearing up for war, not against other nations, but against the American people, against their own people that they are sworn to protect, right? Back to the scriptures. Okay. Once again, let's read this. For there shall be sedition. We broke down what sedition is among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be. 15-minute cities. All right. All right. Hey, Shalawam, brother. For because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Like a what? Like a woman in travail. Okay? That's what's going to be going on and partaking in America. So if the men are going to be afraid, then for you women, it's going to be 10 times worse. All right? Lead me over just to jump on it one time, just to put you women in the right mindset. Okay? You few women that do watch us and take notes. Isaiah 4:1. And in that day, this is talking about the same day. You see how precept upon precept, these things have to match up. So when Yahawah gave this message out, he gave it to Isaiah.